Finder.
Gun for hire heeds the calling wind.
This is High Noon and welcome. Are you prepared to draw? I hope so. And I don't mean any of that liver-lizzied, gun-slinging stuff. And I don't mean any of that arty stuff. I'm here to do that. You all will just draw together, become family, friends, help each other, support each other, all that stuff. This is a place to have a good old time, friends and frolic, and all that stuff. Okay? This is it. Hey, how is everyone today? So, let's go to the black. Okay, so we'll just redid the arm there. Okay. Like that. It's nice and good. Hopefully once some people get in here, we can maybe ask a question. See whether anybody's heard about the May the 4th story here in Canada. Might not be good celebrating May the 4th here in Canada. It's the 7th, Rick. That story is ancient. I wouldn't say ancient, John, but yeah, it's a couple days old. But I haven't talked about it here at all. So, what do you think about it, John? Did you watch any of the videos on it?
You thought it was great, that girl getting beaten down to the ground for just wearing a stormtrooper's costume? He's like, about 10 those weirder costumes. Yeah, but she wasn't a cosplayer. Stormtrooper. In this case, I think the cops were the bad guys. She was dressed up for work. Stormtrooper and Stormtrooper violence. No, she was working at that cantina. She was the employee of the cantina, and they asked her to dress up and go out there to try and get people in, because it was May the 4th. Why is it I cough a lot when I come on video, and I'm not coughing at all when I'm not on video? Hey, Five Flocks. We were just talking a little bit about the May the 4th incident here in Canada. Stream induced Rona. Well, you all are a bunch of fascists. Hey, not all of us. Ain't no fascists. So what's the next comic after Canadian Shield 2? Well, I'm not sure whether it'll be drawn on here or not, but I'm hoping to in the same game. I'm hoping to in the same campaign as Canadian Shield 2 have Snowdrift number 1. And then my third campaign would be Canadian Shield number 3, Snowdrift number 2, and Flame number 1. And then, like fourth, I've got a fourth character to introduce. Fifth, I've got a fifth character to introduce. Sixth, I got a sixth character. And seventh, I've got a seventh. Yeah, I do plan on having other artists work on some of those for sure. I can't do it all, I know that very much. I'm planning on, as long as funds go well, yeah, and let's see. I'm probably do a little bit of. Let me show Control O. Actually, I don't even need to. Just give me a second. Bring up my cover for Snowdrift number 1. I'd like to get somebody else to do, preferably John, at the moment. S. So that is my rendition for cover 1. I'll probably redo Snowdrift in the back there, slightly better. Um, and if you've been here on Fridays and even Mondays the last few weeks, you will have seen this piece that I'm loading up. So yeah, there's the Canadian Shield right there. There's Snowdrift. Yeah, depending on how much money I get with number 3, I might, number 1 of the Flame, I might see whether alternate from maybe Gary, an alternate cover. But yeah, there's Snowdrift, there's the Flame, then there's Insecto. He'll be the fourth character to come out with his own comic. Then Ozona, then the Wiz, and then Electide, which is the big lady in the back. I'd draw something for free if you do a pinup gallery. Yeah, maybe for the next one I will do that. A pinup gallery. Or some fan art. Maybe I'll put in the back of the Canadian Shield too some fan art for the Canadian Shield, and maybe some fan art in the back for Snowdrift. It's definitely things I have to think about or should be thinking about. I have enough, I'd say, for Canadian Shield for sure. But as I ramp up with doing the Snowdrift campaign, and that should be coming hopefully as long as things go well. August, maybe September, that campaign. Now, at this point, I'm not sure whether I'll be able to convince Pope Raven to do coloring again for the Canadian Shield. Well, it depends, with paying him. So I might end up having to do the coloring for both Canadian Shield and Snowdrift. So I'm going to have to ramp up my coloring. I've been writing a short 10-page comic. It's about Flash Gordon type character called Captain Starlight. Ah, cool. Maybe. It's up to you. We can work something out. Maybe put it as an ash can. For if you want to do something further with that character that, people get to know. And put it as an ash can on the. But it's up to you, obviously. I think I might be willing to do that. Well, I mean, I'm just thinking out loud. Do ash cans for some indie creators along with, I print it up. You do the story and all that and print it up. You retain rights to your characters and all that. I already have a publisher's interest, but I'll keep that in mind maybe with something else. Okay. I hadn't thought about doing, an ash can every time. But, you know, if I can help them out, you know, might get me a few more sales, but and get them out there so that way when they do maybe a bigger book, I don't know. I hate if you're too close to the edge, it doesn't want to do much. Okay, so I'm going to erase these couple of lines here. Yeah. So, have you seen any videos on the thing? Oh, yeah, you were said about. In the next week or so, hopefully, week and a half, the shield should be going to the printer. So are you still, if you're still here, Fly Fox, have you been catching any of my reaction videos on my other YouTube station for watching anime? Or that's something you're interested in? Yeah, well, that's definitely cool. Yeah, well, we can talk for sure. Yeah, oh, well, I've done 2 episodes for JoJo. Probably today, actually gonna put up a third for the JoJo, and I'm actually gonna think about. I'm planning on doing 2 or 3 episodes reaction videos a week, but I think I'm going to uh, spread out the JoJo. I think I'm going to do a couple other anime series. Um, I'm working on getting JoJo's Bizarre, Cowboy Bebop, and My Hero Academia. Yeah, the one is less than 9 minutes, and the other is less than 6 minutes. And that's over on my other channel too, so. Um, any shows or anime that um, you might want me to react to watching? Five Flocks? I hate when I can't get the right. Yeah, that's not too bad. You don't know any that would be interesting? Shield hero? Ooh, yeah, maybe. Yeah. I might like to try and get 5 going, one for each weekday. Maybe watch all 5 on the weekend, do the editing, and let's see what this looks like now. Oh, good. I like. Okay, so we're going to create another vector layer, although this should be put underneath that one. And this, of course. And it doesn't, I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be anime, but, maybe something that I haven't seen. Movies, maybe a movie one day a week. Okay, so I think that can be said is done. Panel up. Oh, okay. Now I gotta decide which of these. What are the 3? Hey, Evan. Yeah, good idea, Rick. Stick to the stuff that could get you a strike. Well, you got. As long as it's under 10 minutes, I know that I can always just fight it and say, this is review. From what I know, that's the law. the little bit that I've been learning, because I've been watching some reaction videos and listening to stuff that they say. Although some are seem to be around 20 minutes, but I think it's under 10 minutes of footage of the show. But some are even still they seem to be over the 10-minute mark. Have you seen Phenomena? Yeah, I don't think Phenomena. Oh, I'm pronouncing that completely wrong. I know, but no, I don't think. So put it away. So put it away and asked him who the heck he was honking at. Okay, I guess we'll do frame one. You're so nice, John. Harassing old men. Going home. I just want him to worry the whole time. Ah, Johnny boy. But the question is, will he worry? The question is, how much were you bothering him? Hey, Risey. Bloody hell. John, he should be taking his shopping. If I could, I'd have Risey on and have him comment about the Star Wars Day disaster here in Canada. That I will say is nowhere near me. He says, "Oh yeah, he was small, and I'm a big, dark, sweaty minority. He was terrified." But unfortunately, my computer is crap. Also, I'm wearing my gangster bandana as a mask. Yes, what strange times it is. You know, 4 months ago, you go into a store with a bandana like that and a mask, they'd be asking you to take it off because they might be afraid that you're robbing the joint. Now, yeah, we want you to wear a mask. I love these times. I can walk down the street looking like looking like the Joker, and everyone just gets out of the way, walk down. I love these times. I can walk down the street looking like the Joker, and everyone just gets out of the way. I know I read that, but I'm reading it with the right word instead of work down. Yeah, come on, Risey, work never. Unless, of course, it's working on a bottle of beer. Risey, what is a Siggy butt brain? Rising working is the biggest lie since the virus and space being real. Yeah, Rising doesn't work on a beer, he nurses a beer, right? Siggy Butt is the guy who goes looking for cigs on the street. They are rotten. And then Village. Ooh. It is not an XX thing, but they pick up what left over smoke they can find at carports and whatnot. Ooh, that's way too thick of a line. I saw an Australian cartoon where a guy was testing another guy, saying people were going to call him a Siggy Butt Brain. Rosie says, I think I've seen that, John. I think it was called David and Demo. Me and a couple mates made fun of a mate and called him that cartoon because we caught him doing it once. Yeah, that's. Hey, Risey! Have you been watching any of my reaction videos? Maybe you can suggest an maybe a couple Australian cartoons or shows that I can react to. Oh, that's all right. They're on my other channel, the Pied Piper of Hamilton. I've watched the first two episodes of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Yeah, well, yeah, just give me the program names and I'll try and get a hold of them. Oh, I can just email them to you. I've got most. Oh yeah, I'll have to give you a. Yeah, we have to do a Dropbox or something. I suggest you react to the demo. See, but episode. It's like 4 minutes. So, no, well, if they're half an hour or whatever, 20 minutes, it's not so bad, right? I want to be able to watch it in one thing. We can just use Google Drive or Dropbox. We can figure it out over the next few days. Oh, a servo is a gas station. Well, in the context of the show, I assumed it was a liquor store. Well, maybe you can buy. Can you buy liquor at a gas station, Razy? There. Liquor store would be a bottle. Oh, I know you can't buy it at a gas station. Once they close, that is. Well, if they're open, can you? I was more referring to, while the gas station is open. Speaking of, I've got to refill the Risey Ale. I'll be right back. Okay, so that's looks pretty good. slowly getting better at this digital stuff. Although I'm just going over what I've already done. I'd like to try and do. I'll probably try and do it without too. So. No, and also. Ah, I did not know that. Well, liquor stores are only open for limited time here. Same with beer stores. Well, we've got liquor stores and beer stores here in Canada. I'm going to build a bar in my shed. Okay, so obviously background. Also, I need a poker table. But aren't you supposed to be saving money, John? For a little endeavor? Okay, how is it? Why is it that I... I do need more money. I should open up commissions so I can pay my colorist. Oh. We can play online till then. I'm down. Okay, so we're gonna take that one down. We're gonna add a new 2-point perspective. Hey, Fire, how are you doing? I am, for sure. Hopefully, as long as everything goes well in the next couple weeks, Canadian Shield will be going to the printers. Um, John, if I get the buckler sent to you, are you willing to sign it? And then pay for it to be shipped to me? With all the cuts. Uh-huh. And is it going to cost me? And if so, how much? Or do you want to just tell me that in private? No, 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 no. You don't got to pay. I said, do you want You were saying before about me paying you to sign them, so. Then again, I think you're just trolling me there. Okay, so. No, you don't have to pay for the shipping at all. Well, you might have to pay for at first, and then I would reimburse you, because I can't know how much the shipping's gonna cost till you actually ship it. A little bit. Okay, so there we go. Let's see whether we can get this table in. Okay, I'm asked whether I know how to play poker. Say, yes. Never the way you are. Okay. Okay, so let's. Okay, Rick, I gotta go. Gotta start working on the roof. See you later. Okay, later, John. Have a good day. Don't work too hard. Don't hurt yourself. I don't know what else to say. Okay. I can never get the. I've got to find something. I got to do some work on looking about perspective on this, how to work with these things. So we're going to do another one layer here. We're going to hide the 2-point perspective. We'll work on this sort of stuff afterwards. Um, so right now we will bring this up a couple and we will work on Toxico. think I'm going to have to take a picture of how this is gonna would look. What I want it to look like. I can always come back to this. I'm going to work on the details on that. I think I got the cape or whatever that I got the idea from for this around. Gonna have to get my mom to take a couple pictures. You still here, Risey? Still here watching. Something on the side. No problem. Um, let's, do you prefer Dropbox or Google Drive? Just link me your email and I should be able to get you. Um, uh-huh. Well, I was just trying to make sure everything's in one big well, not everything, but each quote unquote episode or series is episode by episode, not broken up. That way I don't have to load several files. You can, and you can send me an episode or two at a time. That doesn't matter. Or copy an episode or two at a time in there or whatever. And you usually, for those big files, Google Drive or whatever is better, uh, or what's the name of it? Dropbox. Okay, yeah. Okay, then. Well, I'm pretty sure you know my email. Rick Piper at crosscomics.ca. I'm just not sure with how big they might be whether you'll be able to send it via email. Are you gonna? Won't forget. Okay, that's no problem. I'll do it later today, my time, so you'll have it sometime later on today, your time. Probably before you wake up. The thing is, will you check your email? Hey, Elric, how are you today? So, Elric, I've decided I'm probably going to be doing a small change for my reaction videos. I'm probably going to put out thing once. There'll be another one this week because I've already done it. I'm going to start trying to do maybe one Monday through Friday, but it's going to be a different series each day. So you have to wait a week for each version. But because I'm gonna I'll do what Cowboy Bebop one day, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures another day. I think I'm gonna go for My Hero Academia. Somebody earlier was suggesting Shield Hero, and I might. I'm trying to get my. Me and Risey are working on maybe getting some Australian content and me reacting to Australian TV. Well, the great thing is there's lots and lots of stuff out there, Alric, with manga, anime, and all that I don't think I'll run out. So when I'm done one series, I can just plug into another. I was going to surprise you, but okay, so I'm going to figure out my perspective to get the tables done here. I actually might be able to draw him in here, but I think I'm going to wait to draw him in there. Although I think I will go back to. Oh, you haven't spoiled anything for JoJo yet. How can you have spoiled? What have you said or did to spoil anything for JoJo? Oh, the Speedwagon character. Well, was the Speedwagon character in Episode 2 or 3? Okay, later, Risey. Have a good sleep. Okay, well, I've watched episode 2, so you can't have spoiled anything. I just. Which character was he in it? Maybe I didn't realize that was his name. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was his name. So I was saying, well, I didn't realize till now when you mentioned it about Speedwagon. I thought that might have been him, but I wasn't sure. So it's like I'm not gonna say anything about a character for sure until I no. Asking me about a character that I've already seen doesn't make me spoil it. It doesn't spoil it outright. Just means I didn't catch his name. But yeah, he seems like a cool character. Oh, he hasn't been called Speedwagon yet? He wasn't called Speedwagon in that episode? Or either of those episodes? Yeah, but I'm not worried about that if that's all. A name is nothing. Hey, Raggedy. Okay, let's see whether we can. Okay, so let's see if we can get this in here now. So how are you today, Raggedy? Now, let's see, one should be white and one should be black. That looks like. If you can find Dr. Stone in English, it's really good too. Not a lot of action, but it's fun. Well, let's get through the stuff that I've got, and when I'm like a week away from another, when I'm done a series, we can worry about other series. Okay, so let's make that white too and find what happens. Okay. So let's add a layer here. I'll make that black. Let's go up here. And let's reverse this. That black and this white. And see what happens. Okay, so why? There's two enemies I suggest you watch after the ones you've got lined up. Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, and Demon Slayer. Okay, let's. See what happens. Can I? Well, I would think it's supposed to only go in. Well, this is slowly coming together, looking real nice. Okay, so. There we go. Oh, you're back? You went away? I didn't realize. Okay, so let's get the eraser here. Get the needed eraser. Keep it big. Well, going one episode at a time. Obviously, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures is going to take a while, which is all right. I don't mind. Okay, so. Eraser. Let's make that a bit smaller. Okay. You should go one episode a week. You should be able to get to the middle part of 2 Battle Tendencies. Just 6 part. Part 6 Stone Ocean starts in Japan. Well, I know there's like 26 episodes in the first season that I've got. Something like that. So, one episode a week. It's going to take a while. But, that's. But I think that's why I decided to do more series. That way it keeps people entertained. People hopefully keep people coming back. And hopefully with more series, doing more series and get more people coming in. With more and more views. Just watch out for Super JoJo fans. They will spoil everything just for fun. Oh well. You think it would be more fun for them, for me, if I seeing my reaction for the first time. You know, although really, nothing is, I think, surprising about my first time watching all this stuff, but it's unique. Okay, so, oh wow, we're 5 minutes away from the end. So this page is pretty much done, I would say. Let's bring that. Okay, so we still have a little bit to do in this panel, obviously. A little bit to do in a bunch of the panels. Let's see, frame 1. I think we're good. Frame 2. So it's more 3 and 5 that we still have stuff to do in. Yeah, same here. I have a friend that if I've seen a movie, he wants me to tell him all about it. And I'm like, nope, nope, nope. You can see it all when you go see it, or whenever you see it. I'm not spoiling the darn thing. So, hopefully, between now and next Tuesday, I'm going to try and watch some some of the perspective stuff for this. Setting up the perspective lines better because I can't seem to do it good. So hopefully I can watch a few videos on perspective in Clip Art Studio so I can get better at that. And that might mean I can go back to actually page 1 and do some stuff. And I've got to get some pictures of myself in that cloak thing. I do have it around somewhere. So tomorrow we will be doing some more digital. Working on this. We've got some of the darks in, the shading for her. We'll put some tints on for the orange. And then, of course, we'll be working our way up for the various colors. So, I'm not sure what else to say. And something I might redo in the near future. I might redo Snowdrift for this. Or maybe I can get John to draw up a real good Snowdrift in about that position. And stick her in there and color her myself. So, because that's going to be the cover for, or close to the cover for issue 1 of Snowdrift. I might take off what was lost and forgotten now is found. It's a tagline that I was trying to come up with a tagline for all the covers for the first issue. I did use it, of course, in the campaign. I might use that stuff in the campaign. Of course, I've got to replace that. There's a few things you got to replace there, but you know, that's the basic look. So, thanks everybody for stopping by and watching today. Hope you have a great day. Remember, tonight I'm on Twitch, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I should be drawing something for one of my commissions for the Canadian Shield, which, hopefully, if things go well within the next 2 weeks, should be at the printer. So that will be awesome. So, bye for now. God bless. We'll see you all later. If I can get my cursor to go to the right spot. Okay, bye. God bless.